Heyo, how's everybody doing out there? It's old Pappy back with another one. Thanks for tuning in. I got a quick question for you. Has anybody ever said, dude, you're crazy for not running the meta? Has anybody ever said, man, what are you doing? Just run all 5 white dragons or just run nothing but leeches. What is wrong with you? In fact, did you know that some top clans actually will kick you out if you don't keep up with the meta? Well, here's the problem. If you try to keep up with the meta always changes, right? So the robots you are seeing on the screen right now, I went back to the, in the game all the way to 2014. At one time or another, all of these robots you see were the meta. And, people chase the meta. They run 5 of these in their hangar. But you know what? Today, this is the meta, right? Now, of course, we're talking about the Ming, not this Ming, the real Ming, the Ao Ming, the massive titan that just basically wipes out everything on the battlefield. It's all craziness. I run a Ming myself. I have 2, but you know what? I got ticked off the other day because I heard some guys on the Facebook page saying, that these types of other robots, these non-meta robots, simply will not work. Like the new Cerebus that you're seeing here, or the Raven before that, they say that they're useless. You can't run them in Champions. Well, I thought, what the hell? Same as this Oguang here, the flying silver dragon. I thought, why not throw some of these into my hangar? Let's go on out and let's see basically whether they can hang tough in Champions. So anyway, let's go. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to go over here. One of the other reasons I'm excited to run these bots is I have some new pilots that I managed to win. So I finally got the sort of the pilot for this guy, and what he does is he basically gives you an extra damage boost for the built-in ability, and of course the built-in ability is a real pain in the arse weapon. It's sort of like spirals that basically shoot up and hit your enemy at 500-meter range. So they're going to do, I think, an extra 15% damage. So I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to work. I also got the pilot. Finally, got the pilot for the Raven. I got the Lottie Rose pilot, basically. For those of you that know who Lottie Rose is, the British teenage girl that basically runs 5 ravens in her hangar. It's called something foolish like Michelle Dubois or something like that, but it's Lottie. We all know it. She knows it. Congrats to her for getting her own pilot. And that one, I think, basically gives you a little bit of damage resistance when you jump, which is really helpful for Raven, because Raven basically is a sitting duck when it flies through the air. Unlike a lot of other robots, it doesn't have stealth. So anyway, let's get up here. Let's see if we can go and track this guy down. Looks like a couple of these little buggers are coming in trying to get our spawn here, which is not good. I'm going to get up here and use my ability. So there you go. It's now shooting them. It's really probably ticking them off. That guy comes out of stealth. Or I don't know, I didn't come out of stealth. I hit the quantum radar. What am I talking about? So I hit the quantum radar, use my Scourge, and we team up and we get him. All right, let's get back to center. How we doing for beacons? We got 3 beacons to 2. Not bad. Let's see if I can get within range of this dude here. There you go. I'm going to zap him here. Now, of course, if you use Scourge, it's a great setup for this robot because it works 600 meters. You do not want to, you can brawl with this robot, but it's not really meant for brawling. It does give you some cool damage resistance when you're flying, though, which is good. So if you do want to get in there and get a little bit closer like I am now, at least you can be comforted by knowing that you're going to be at least a little bit protected from the counter fire of your enemies. And let's wander over here, see if we can get that guy. Yep, we got him locked on. We're going to zap. Oh, he's put on his, I think it's an Ares shield or something like that. He's got some sort of shield, maybe a Nemesis. And let's go after the Ming. Let's see if we can get this guy up here. Is that a Ming? God, I'll tell you one thing. Old Pappy's eyes ain't what they used to be, that's for sure. I can barely see. That's not a Ming. That might have been another Oguang. I don't even know. Anyway, he's hiding behind a pole. I guess he doesn't want to come out and play with the rest of us. Must be scared of my crazy build, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, let's see if we can get this guy. Wait to recharge and lock on and take some damage and slowing down and getting killed. And that's sort of the problem with this bot when you're out in the open and you don't have your resistance. So anyway, but not bad, not bad. So let's jump right back in here. Let's get the Raven going. And on the Raven, I have 2 of the medium versions of the Zeus here. If I knew what they were called, I'd tell you, but I'm sure that the Google machine will fill you in if you want to look it up, or check the knowledge base from warrobots.com. And on top, I have a couple stings. And so the reason why I paired these 2 sets of weapons, which really are crazy when you think about it, to try to put these together, is that they each have 600-meter range. And so what I'm going to try to do with this bot is, rather than just get right in there and brawl with these dudes, I'm going to kind of hang back. I'm going to be mid-range support and really try to protect center here. So the 600-meter range of the stings also comes equipped with acid damage, and so you can see that little indicator above the robot when I'm shooting them. That means that they are taking acid, and it means they're getting pissed off at me because they want to come and kill me because I'm just a dumb raven, and they're probably using metabots, and they really wish that they could beat these crazy builds. But they don't realize that Pappy's piloting the raven, and they can't stop me. So let's see here. I'm going to zip zap them a little bit. I'm going to hit them with my, well, no, I'm not. I'm going to jump in the air, wave my bots like I just don't care, and hit these guys a little bit more. There you go, a little bit more acid damage. Now I got to run away, run away. You got to be very careful when you run a Raven. You can brawl with it. You can use it in a death button setup or a Russian death button setup, or you can have the new ice weapons are really good options. You know, I've also been putting on the old tried and true Terrans and Magnums, which were really dominant back in the Griffin days. And you know what? They actually work pretty good. The trick is, though, is that you want to jump and fire, largely jump and fire sideways is what I'm finding is the thing that works the best. And why do you say that, Pappy? Why are you talking foolish? Well, you say that because when you jump sideways and shoot with Terrans and Magnums, it's really hard for people to track you as you fly through the sky. So that's just a little trick I learned back in the Griffin days that I still do today with the Raven. Anyway, Raven came and went. Let's see what else we can do. Let's get the Cerebus out here. Now, a lot of people, I might have seen my video the other day when I had this thing at level 1. It's level 10 now. Just blew a bunch of silver on it. And you know what? I'm actually liking it. I honestly think I'm the only person in Android, iOS, Game Room, Nintendo Wii, the entire gaming community seems to not like this bot. I actually really groove it. I like it, man. It's like you put 3 of these lightning weapons on. You got the Calamity and the Scourge. You use your little built-in weapon. It's 350-meter range. And what does it do, Paps? Well, it basically suppresses your enemy. It gives them acid damage, and it makes you look cool for half a second. So you basically use that little thing. It recharges, and it's cool. It comes with a built-in Ansel shield. And I'm telling you, if you can get in close with these dudes, it's actually really good, especially if you put a fortifier on it. The only downside that I'm finding, 2 things really. One is a blessing and a curse. The positioning of the weapons makes it so that you can only corner shoot really on one side, and it'd be great if you could actually do it on both sides. But on the other hand, the positioning of the weapons also allows you to corner shoot, so that's not bad. And then the other downfall is that it only has, like the Raven, it only has 2 passive module slots. And I really wish that Pixo had put 3 module slots on both this robot and Raven. It would make such a huge difference, say, to be able to run Last Stand, Anti-Control, and a damage booster or something else. But anyway, check it out. Look at that. We got ourselves a victory with some crazy builds. Let's see how we did with the non-meta bots. 1.8 million damage. Didn't use a single Titan. Got 8 kills and 2 beacons. How do you like them apples, boys and girls? There you go. Crazy builds. Listen, I run the Metabots sometimes myself, but I'm just saying, just once in a while, try something new. You might surprise yourself. You know, people will call you crazy, but you might be crazy like a fox. Anyway, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe, like button, share it with your friends, and until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.